The prime ministers of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia traveled to Kiev by train Tuesday to demonstrate Europe's solidarity with Ukraine as it battles to fend off Moscow's assault. The three premiers are expected to deliver pledges of assistance as Ukrainian and Russian negotiators resume their peace talks. In the U.S., the White House announced Tuesday President Biden will head to Europe next week to talk with allies about the war in Ukraine. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Magani reports.
The president will attend NATO and European Council summits. Spokeswoman Jen Psaki says a big part of the pushback against Vladimir Putin's invasion has been allied unity.
That doesn't happen by accident. The president's a big believer in face-to-face diplomacy, so it's an opportunity to do exactly that.
Former State Department official Daniel Hamilton says it's the right move.
It's important that the president show he's not sitting comfortably across the Atlantic, but that he's part of the coalition meeting with European colleagues in Europe.
The trip was announced just before the president signed a bill giving Ukraine another $13.6 billion in military and humanitarian aid. Sagar Magani, Washington.
President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukraine may seek security guarantees that fall short of NATO membership as Kiev and Moscow resume talks via video link, which Ukrainian negotiators said focused on ceasefires and troop withdrawals. The confirmed civilian toll in Ukraine is 691 people killed and more than 1,000 injured, the United Nations Human Rights Office said, adding the true figures were probably considerably higher. A World Bank study has found South Africa to be the most unequal country in the world, with women of color hit hardest by unemployment and gender-based violence, both made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic. While analysts say apartheid and poor governance are to blame, community aid groups are working to address the issue. Linda Givtash reports from Johannesburg.
The consequences of inequality are playing out every day in the historically black community of Soweto. The nonprofit group Phenomenal Women, which supports victims of gender-based violence, was due to open an office there nearly a year ago, but it was destroyed by vandals. Phenomenal Women chairperson Griselda Just Swartz says it's another side effect of high employment, rising drug use, and crime.
People struggle on a daily basis just to get by, just to put one plate of food on the table. So it's joblessness. There's no job opportunities.
Phenomenal Women has expanded its work beyond gender-based violence. It's also collaborating with community agricultural programs to create jobs for youth. Makusini Ndlovu is a 26-year-old volunteer leading a community garden project.
No one gets a job. We've been applying here, but no one gets a job. So we decided actually let's turn into agriculture. For someone my age, the worst case scenario is someone just turning into gangsters, because that's the, let me just say, in a place like this, that's the easy way out.
Go back generations. The World Bank found that the country's history of racial segregation is continuing to leave black Africans economically disadvantaged. Perella Pachi is the equity manager for the World Bank.
What it means is that those children that are disadvantaged from birth are never going to reach their full potential. And if they don't reach their full potential, then the country doesn't meet their full potential.
Better education and more land ownership are among the solutions. Linda Giftash for VOA News, Johannesburg.
Russia said on Tuesday it has received written guarantees it can carry out its work as party to the Iran nuclear deal, suggesting that Moscow would allow a revival of the tattered 2015 pact to go forward. Recapping our top news, the prime ministers of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia traveled to Kiev by train Tuesday to demonstrate Europe's solidarity with Ukraine as it battles to fend off Moscow's assault. The three premiers are expected to deliver pledges of assistance as Ukrainian and Russian negotiators resume their peace talks. In the U.S., the White House announced Tuesday President Biden will head to Europe next week to talk with allies about the war in Ukraine.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.